Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. This video is going to talk about manipulation. Yes, we need to understand how the narcissist moves and other types of toxic people that utilize manipulation as well. We know that the narcissist is highly manipulative. So you need to understand these tricks that they're using, okay? So that you can see them from 100,000 miles away, right? And then you can send them where? Back there. So the first thing, I'm going to give you 10. All right, so we're going to do 10 in this video. All right. The first thing that I have on here is gaslighting. Yeah. All right. And this is where the narcissist will act like something didn't happen. Or it did, but not like that, right? Or they're minimizing or maximizing or trying to eliminate a situation to cause you to doubt yourself, right? All right. Of course, this is a form of emotional abuse, but you know, there's a whole other thing to this where a person repeats a lie until people start to believe it. Psychologists have studied this, and a lot of times it can work. But now that you know what they're doing to you, you have to fight against it. You know, we shouldn't be dealing with this person, but some of us have to deal with them on a certain level. But, you know, knowing that they're using this tactic, of course, you're going to be armed. So if you've seen it with your eyes, you know it within your heart, your soul, and all this other stuff. Don't let them manipulate you into thinking this guy is silver, you know, when it's blue. All right? But gaslighting, yes, that is definitely a tactic. Overreacting is another tactic. Let's say you're trying to state your boundaries and someone reacts dramatically to you doing that. What's going to happen is, you know, they could possibly start an argument with you or try to pick a fight with you, and makes the experience so unpleasant. When you go to assert your boundaries again, you're going to recall how unpleasant it was. And this is psychological again. And it might deter you, or it might make you more passive about doing it with that person because you don't want to experience the negativity that you experienced the last time. All right, so overreacting is certainly a tactic of a manipulative person. All right. Deflection, number 3. And this is when, you know, you're trying to address something, because we know people like this don't want to resolve things, and they'll find some type of way to deflect it. You'll talk about one thing, they'll just start the conversation about something else as if you didn't just say like all of this stuff to them. Or they'll find a way to push the situation back on you. You're trying to address something they did, they'll push it back by addressing something you did. All right. The whole idea is to shift the focus off of them. Okay. And this is like, you know, word manipulation here. I mean, it's really obvious if you're just listening to what the narcissist is saying, and if you stand your ground and staying on topic, you won't fall for this type of manipulation. Stay on topic. Don't let somebody push your mind somewhere else when you're trying to make your point. Stay on your point, and that won't work on you. If anything, they'll get frustrated and, you know, try to get away from the situation. Number 4, they dehumanize you and humanize themselves. And this is particularly important in situations of like a smear campaign. Dehumanizing you, making you look like some type of monster, and making themselves look like a victim, so that people won't feel sorry for you when they do find out that you got dogged out, or there was some type of repercussion, like, well, of course he would do that. She or he did this. So they're dehumanizing you to other people so that, you know, if you do speak your piece, they're already looking at you a little, because, you know, they've laid out the tracks and made you out to be a monster and made them to be like so human and just broken and victimized, you know. So that's a tactic right there. And then that's how they deal with you in a relationship. That's how they're able to treat you any kind of way. They're dehumanizing you to begin with. So they don't feel bad about manipulating you if they don't actually even address you as a human, acknowledge you as a human being. All right. So the next thing I have on here is bribery. Yes, bribery. And you're like, narcissists bribing me? Yes, they do, right? Because if you do what they want, you get more of what you want. These are bribing. Oh, you want my sex? Oh, you want my time? You want my love? You want my affection? Oh, you want to get married? Oh, you want a commitment? Oh, you want to have kids? Oh, yeah, there's a bribery for that. Okay, well, you'll find that they're suggesting, okay, what they want to get out of the deal so that you can get what you want. They're bribing you. And then when you don't do what they want, they're withholding that, right? That's the bribe. Oh, you want me to continue to do this? Oh, you better get back in line, right? They're bribing you to get things, to get their supply. You act right, maybe you'll get your supply. You don't, you definitely won't, right? So the next thing is guilt. And, this will work on a person that's more prone to feeling guilty about stuff. People can manipulate you and make you feel bad easily. So, of course, they'll try to make you feel bad for not doing something. They'll play on your sympathy. All of these things typically are playing on people that are empathic or that have a lot of sympathy inside of them. And if you are that kind of person, you really have to be very mindful in life and just work on your control over that, because people will see this in you and exploit you for it. Okay? So if someone's able to make you feel guilty about stuff, they will play on that. And what happens when you feel guilty? You feel like you're in the wrong, and then that's going to put you in this state of needing to fix something, right? So now they're going to get something out of it. Oh, I made you feel guilty. I'm going to get what I want now. All right. Guilt. All right. They will also shoot too high and then ask for what they want. Oh, yeah. Ask you to do something that they have no business asking you to do, but knowing you're going to say no to it, but then ask you for what they really want, because most people don't want to say no twice in a row. This is psychological as well. And one of the big sales tactics that people might use as selling things, they'll ask you, show you the really expensive something, and like, okay, well, you don't want to buy that? Well, how about this one for $5.99, after they just showed you something for $60. And you're like, okay, well, that one is only, so you shoot high, asking them for something, and then actually they might luck out. Some people they might shoot high and get that, but they know more than not they won't, and then they can ask for what they really want. That's a tactic too. So the narcissist is asking you for a favor, acts of service, and they asking you to go really out of the way. You're like, hell to the no. And then they just only ask you to go a little bit out of the way. They know psychologically you're maybe prone to say yes to that one. Watch out for that trick, guys. All right. And the other thing that goes along with that is doing something small to get something big from you. The narcissist will do that, because we know they do stuff for people, but it's always with an agenda. So it's like, okay, this person over here, the narcissist is thinking, is so kind and giving and generous, right? Yeah, that person is kind, generous, and giving. So if I do a little bit of kindness to them, they're going to open up the floodgates to me. And this is usually what we do when we get in these narcissistic relationships. We're just so happy that this person is, giving us that time and attention and the feel of the love that we thought we wanted, right? And they're doing a little bit and we're doing a lot. And then it stays that way, only they may even stop doing that little bit and we're still doing a lot and then some, when we're trying to get them back to doing a little bit. So the narcissist knows, if I make a little effort with this kind, giving, generous person, I'll get a lot of effort out of them. They're going to be so grateful because they're just nice like that. Okay, don't let people play off of that. Let things be balanced and equal in a relationship. Nobody should be overgiving anyone, per se. But recognize that, okay? If the narcissist does a little favor for you, and then a few days later, or within a week usually, then they ask you to do something that's like 10 times more than that one. But because you did that little favor for them, they're hoping that you'll feel inclined to do the big favor for them. All right. Be mindful. That's a really big, that's a classic one right there. Okay. All right, so that was number 8. Number 9 we have here is triangulation. Of course, this is creating competition. This is creating scarcity, like, oh yeah, this person wants me, you better get me. Why? I can just go over here, right? Then they're mad at each other, you know, the people being triangulated, hopefully, in a narcissist's mind. And then all the attention is off of them, and it's feeding their ego. And they're getting additional supplies. So this is just like they're getting all types of stuff when this triangulation goes down if you fall for it. But if somebody is stupid enough to put you up against somebody else when they know they got something good with you, they don't need to have it, do they? Don't even fall for that. You deserve someone's undivided attention. If they want to run over there, they can stay over there. All right. The next thing that I have here is they like to victimize themselves, you know, play on your empathy again. You meet a narcissist, their whole life was in shambles. No one's ever loved them. Oh, I can love you. None of the women ever treated them right. They all cheated. I won't cheat on you. No one's ever. And then you're trying to show them, is usually codependents and empathic people, that they can be loved. They are lovable. There are good people. I'm going to show them what real love is. And then you're doing that. Okay. And then they also victimize themselves to other people, as I talked about in the smear campaign, where they're, you know, playing the victim all the time and they've never done anything wrong. Everyone's always attacking them. All right. And they could be raging on the inside while they're explaining the situation to someone else so calm. I don't know why this person wouldn't want to ever talk to me. I don't know why she's doing these things. I just want to do the right thing. Meanwhile, they've caused the whole setup, and now they're just, of course, victimizing themselves, okay? And hiding their anger and acting helpless. And they'll do that to you when they want you to become their flying monkey as well. So don't be so narrow-minded in life where you're just thinking there's just one side to a story, guys, no matter who it is telling you this. All right? So I hope these tools in part 1 of manipulation here is going to help you guys stop falling prey. All right? So if this video resonates with you, go ahead and hit the like button. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel. Share this video. Get coaching. Get individualized, personalized coaching. Read my books. Okay? Get some help. Get some therapy going. Invest in yourself, guys. All right? Until next time, take care.